Welcome to the first of its kind, a vampire card stacking game. You have a vampire and got resources over the map like a tree, which if we hover on top of, we get wood, a valuable resource every vampire needs. Let's get 3 of them to be safe. And rabbits. So if we put up against a rabbit, we go into combat, beating the rabbit, but the rabbit bites back. But when we defeat it, we get some blood and bone. And if you like what you see, go get Decks of the Damned on Steam via the link in the description. Thank you to Goblins Publishing for sponsoring. After defeating 3 rabbits, I have necessary resources to craft an altar. You just go to the recipes menu and you build an altar, and all of a sudden the vampire stacks on it wood, blood, and vampire to make an altar. And on the altar, you can go to a minion section and summon a skeleton. Bone, blood, and vampire all together to make a menacing minion. This skeleton, now he can go out and fight the rabbits alongside us because we like our skeleton friend and we're not just gonna leave him to perish alone. And the stack of 2 of us can kind of keep fighting rabbits together. And I've got some extra blood, which is important because it will be the food for our vampires. Now I want to make a wooden coffin, but that requires more wood, so I'm gonna hack at more trees. Thank you for the wood. Let's get that coffin going. Now I have a nice little resting place. I have enough resources for another skeleton. In the meantime, why don't I go fight a rabbit? Since I can do 2 things at once. Go, join them, skeleton. Yes, give me more blood. I desire it. I'm feeling pretty powerful with my army stack, so I'm gonna go to daytime. Now, once daytime has arrived, the vampire goes to the coffin, and the vampire hunter approaches. I have nothing but skeletons to defend me, so I will make sure my vampire does not die. Go, get them skeletons. Destroy the vampire hunter. And excellent. Thankfully, it was just the first day. Harder vampire hunters are to come. Let me just see what's in this chest. 2 swords and a pitchfork. So why don't I enjoy the spoils of war and equip my skeleton with the sword, increasing their attack power from 3 to 5. And then I can take my new army and go fight off these satyrs, which have just shown up. Just corner them, wipe them out, get some cloths and bones. Yeah, I may want even more skeletons. How about I get building here and go harvest some more blood from rabbits in the meantime? There we go, excellent. This skeleton can get a pitchfork, increasing his attack from 3 to 4. I feel ready for the next day. Daytime has arrived. Get in your coffin, vampire. Another vampire hunter approaches. It is just 1 vampire hunter now, but once the others have heard about his death, more will arrive. But it's nighttime, so I can do a bit more crafting. I want a wood crafter, but I need more wood. I'm just gonna collect some resources. There we go, can start building that. And get some more rabbit blood. Excellent, with the wood crafter down, I can make a plank, also from wood. So we'll keep the vampire in trees, and skeletons can go fight the satyrs. Nice little multitask here. All right, let's make a plank. Ooh, got some more blood and bone and cloth. Or leather, oh, very nice. Now I have everything I need to make an alchemy table, and let's keep fighting some rabbits. Now with the alchemy table, I can turn resources into gold. So let's just get some wood, put it on the alchemy table, and it becomes a gold coin. All right, there's more crafting I can do, like a rope, valuable resource here. Keep getting them skeletons. And I can make a net trap. This will be valuable because if I get some hunters coming up, might be able to ensnare them. So I'm gonna set up a little trap here. Leaving my skeleton army to the side, I'm gonna place the coffin right next to the net trap. As we go to daytime, once I am in the coffin, the vampire hunter approaches. He is going for the coffin, but he has no idea what awaits him. He cannot see this trap, for it is expertly hidden. He has no idea it's there. And we trap him. Get trapped, vampire. Oh, did I call him vampire? Yes, I did. Because I can take my vampire, put it on the trap, and sucketh his blood. Yes, 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 a second vampire. Now they can join my skeletons in army and fight some satyrs. Because I need some rope, which needs cloth. And satyrs have the cloth. Fuck them up. There we go. I can make my rope, which now means I can make a whip. And once we get a whip going, then it gets juicy. Because then what I can do is drag a whip on a vampire and transform into a tamer. Now, if my tamer and skeletons go into fight against a satyr, watch what happens. He becomes a friendly satyr who now fights for me, adding to the size of my army. allow me to tame some more satyrs. They're falling in love. Okay, now I have 2 vampires. I probably need a second coffin. Let me just build that real quick. There we go. There's also deer running around. Oh, deer. Now, unfortunately, rabbits and deers cannot be tamed, but their blood can be sucketh. My vampires took some hit in combat. Now, if that were a problem, I could just bring it over to the coffin and heal him up. And if I really needed to heal a vampire, I could heal him with blood, giving him some extra HP. That wasn't quite necessary, just wanted to show. Now let's keep fighting some deers. Deers were important because they drop antlers. Now, antlers can let me build a headdress because I have a new class of a vampire. If I equip the headdress on a vampire, they become a shaman. Now, you know, some of my minions are hurting a little bit. Now, I can just drag the minion onto a coffin, and because I have a shaman, the minions can heal up. Isn't that nice? Now, I've gathered resources for a furnace. We make it at the altar, and I'll just leave it with the other purple cards. And I want to cross over to the daytime. I've got a pretty handy army, but here's the thing, I have too many cards. Right now I have a cap of 25 and I have 43. Well, to be honest, do I need all these bones? And do I need 22 blood? I mean, yes, that is a nice delicacy, but I think I'll discard those and transform them into gold. Vampire hunter approaches, let's just absolutely gank them, get owned. Now it's in this treasure chest. We get some iron. I'm actually looking for something very specific, so we're going back to daytime. I want some weapons from this vampire hunter. Oh, but he's not giving it to me. How many fools must I destroy? Oh, there's 2 of them now. All right, guys. It's a 2-on-6 fight. The farmer is dead, and they've dropped some cloth. Why can't they carry treasures with them? I'm gonna need to start healing my army. I'm also gonna need some more blood for the daytime now. Because, yeah, every night, both my vampires are eating some blood. There we go. I've acquired enough blood. Bring me the daytime. Oh, they got a priest. Oh, they're hearing about my vampire activities. Oh, I could drop some holy water and a staff. All right. The rewards get better and better. Can I give this staff to a satyr? I can. I think he attacks faster now. On to the next daytime. We've got another priest and vampire hunter. Come on, vampire hunter. Drop me something good. Just some cloth. You scum of the earth. I'm trying to farm you. Now there's 3 of them. Hunter, farmer, and priest. Oh no. The battle of the ages. All right, they're dropping more staffs at least, so my army could be even stronger. At least I can give that to the satyr. Ooh, a raven has showed up. We can fight this raven now. Ooh, drops a little feather. Let's approach the next daytime and take on 2 farmers and a vampire hunter. All right, my army is still undefeated, so I'm not too worried, but I really want them to drop something juicy. Come on, show me a treasure chest. A sword! Ah, yes, okay, that's about what I was looking for. So, I've been farming these fools to get a sword, because what you can do is take the sword to the furnace, add some wood, and smelt it down. Now, an iron nugget itself might not be worth it, but if I have 2 of them, drag it over to the furnace with some wood, you put it together for a much more powerful iron ingot. You might be able to see where this is going. We're gonna craft our own sword, but first we're gonna need a lot more resources. First we need wood, put that together to make a stick. Then I need more stones from a boulder. In the meantime, I'll harvest some blood. Excellent, now that I have enough stones, I can build a weaponsmith. And this is where the good stuff happens. Now with a weaponsmith, I can make a forging hammer, a tool for a role for someone that can operate the weaponsmith. Now, who's gonna do it? I already have a tamer, but I can transform you into an enchanter. And then with all this together, I can produce a sword. Right here on the weaponsmith, a wonderful sword for my army. Now, all of my minions shall be great fighters. Satyr, you get a sword. You don't need that staff. Although, the staff can go to the other satyr. I guess they can't carry both. Alright, now I'm just collecting some wood from around the map because I can now build a wooden wagon. I need wood, skeletons, and vampires. That's right, we're getting on wheels now. Oh, and the skeletons actually pull the wagon forward. That's funny. And what I can do with the wagon is load it up. Maybe I want my vampires, enchanter, and shaman, and my remaining army folk. We go with the strong skeleton and the 2 satyrs with swords. And I'll bring some blood with me for good measure. A nice tasty snack for the road. And if I go to the wooden wagon, I can see everything that's stacked. Oh, I can bring 1 more card. All right, other satyr, we're not leaving you behind. So now we migrate. And now there's like a bigger map filled with different areas, biomes. I was in the forest. We could go to a mountain or cemetery or temple ruins or swamp. We're gonna go to the river. The fertile river. And now that I've arrived to the river, everyone in the wagon survives, including my blood. I guess we weren't that thirsty. But there's new enemies like the dart frog and mud crab. I'm gonna take my army and go after some frogs while I also work on get some trees so I can maybe start crafting coffins. Ooh, treasure. Oh, that frog was carrying a furnace, altar, and woodcrafter? How kind of you. All right, well, thankfully, I can make some coffins then. And the mud crab just drops blood. Not as useful as that one frog, but that's okay. Also gonna keep going after these trees. And I've got what I needed to make a second coffin. Excellent, so now my vampire should be safe. Ooh, I got plasma from a frog. A ghost lingering essence. A rare alchemical catalyst? All right, moral of the story, never trust frogs. They're always up to some shady shit. Okay, I finally got another bone. So at the very least, I can produce another skeleton. I wanted to grow my army. It looks like it's the frogs that dropped the bone, so we'll be taking care of that. Yes, more frog bones. Perfect, I can craft yet another skeleton, bringing my minion size to max. So now I should be ready for the dangers of the daytime. Let's see what it brings. A fisherman. Oh, is he going fishing for vampires? Well, I'm going fishing for you. Get owned. Oh, a massive flood sweeps through the area. What is happening here? Merman and Merman King? Okay, we're fighting the weird merman creatures. Okay, everyone get in here. All right, that's kind of terrifying. Fights during the nighttime. All right, well, good thing I have all my my army nice and strong. Got a huge stack of them. Second merman coming down. Oh, and actually, most of my resources are underwater. Only these and the wooden wagon are floating. All right, you got the king in the corner. Oh, he's getting smoked. He's getting owned. And there is plenty more card stacking to discover. More enemies, more biomes, more abilities, more vampires. Go get the game yourself. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you in the next video. Have a wonderful day and peace.